Hey guys, back with another episode on the Ram Power Wagon mud truck using that Burley mud truck conversion that we touched on a video back or so. Now, this video we're going to be touching specifically on the tires, wheels, and foams that we're going to be using on this build in particular. Now, for tires, earlier in the series I showed you that I am going to be using the RC4 drive 2.2 Mud Basher tires. I think these things are pretty fitting for this truck based on the name alone, but also they're very aggressive. The compound feels great, and they're nice and tall. So that was an easy choice for this build. Now, what was not as easy is what to fill these tires with. Now, you can use stock foam, that's always an option, but to get the most performance out of something, that's not usually the option that I go with. Now, foams can be complicated. There's a lot of different things that you can do, and to get the most out of the tire that I usually am going to run, I usually talk with Crawler Innovations to make sure that I've got the best information I can possibly get on what I should run to get the most out of the tires that I plan to put on the vehicle that I'm working on at the time. So, for the Mud Bashers, Eddie at Crawler Innovations has run these tires before, and he's worked with a couple of people to make sure that he got the best out of them. Now, he came up with a very specific formula for exactly what I needed to run, and by all means, I just went with exactly what he thought was going to be the best. Now, to go over exactly what that is. Now, at the center of our foam setup, we've got a standard 2.2 single stage Deuces Wild foam. Now, these are nice, waterproof, and give you a nice, firm inner portion to support that tire. Now, again, this is the standard height version. Now, the reason that we're going with a standard height version, even though we're going with a very tall, nearly 6-inch tall tire, is because on the outside of that setup, we're going to go with the double deuce open cell outer. Now, this is the 5.5 inner with the 6-inch outer layer. So you can tell that there is a second layer on the very outside of that foam to give you that extra height that you needed. Now, to do this setup, all you're going to do is stuff that closed cell foam inside of that open cell outer. And that is what's going to give you the height support that you need to support those Mud Bashers properly. Now, there's one other step to this setup, though, and that is his tuning discs. Now, we've used these tuning discs a lot in the comp crawling world. This is the first time that I will have used them in a, well, I guess an application like this is kind of a performance mud truck. It's kind of an odd situation. It's not exactly scale crawling, but it kind of is scale, so it's a weird deal. But the 2.2 tuning disc is going to go on the outside of the wheel. I only got 4 of these. You don't need them on both sides. Eddie said to put them on the outside, and that was going to give me the best results. Now, for the wheel, I have in the past ran Eddie's 6-bolt plastic glue-on wheels, and normally what I've ran is his 1-inch version. Now, these are a wide tire, and when I was mocking this truck up with these 1-inch versions, I could tell that that would have been a stretch to try and get them to mount up on. When I very first started, Eddie told me that I would need to go to his 1.5-inch wide 6-bolt wheel. And after getting the first one set up with that 1.5-inch made all of the difference in the world as far as being able to get that thing mounted up. Very easy to get it mounted up with that wider wheel. Absolutely something that needed to be done. I'm glad that I didn't try and fit all of that onto a 1-inch wide wheel. That would have been a huge chore, and overall, I think the profile is going to be much better with using that wider 1.5-inch wheel on these tires specifically. So this is not a beadlock. This is a glue-on style wheel. So with that, make sure that you are aware of that. So with the foam stuffed inside of these Mud Basher tires, mounted on the 1.5-inch wide Crawler Innovation wheels, everything mounted up to the truck with the 725 Vanquish SLW hubs. Everything is right where I wanted it to be, and the tires feel great. I think that the performance out of these things is going to be right where I was hoping they would have been, and thanks to Crawler Innovations for putting the package together that I really needed to get these things to that level. Now, I will include all of those part numbers and everything in the description so that you guys could match this if this was something that you wanted to do. But feeling these Mud Basher tires after the installation of those foams, I really think that it is worth it if you've already spent the money to get these tires. I think that you're going to get that extra performance out of them, that it is going to make that purchase of the Crawler Innovation foams worth it. So just something to throw out there. I really do think that you would notice a big difference in overall support though. But with the tires and wheels complete, we're ready to move on to the next thing, and we'll get to that in the next episode coming next Monday. Thanks for all the support, guys. The comments have been great for this build. Really having a lot of fun with it so far, and actually looking forward to getting this thing dirty again. Mud is not my favorite thing in the world, but this thing has been too much fun so far, and I'm really looking forward to going further and further with this thing and really seeing what it'll do when it's done. But with that, on to the next, and we'll see you guys on the next one.